When was the last time you did something purely for fun, without any sense of obligation, guilt, or justification? In the hustle and bustle of adulthood, we often forget to make time for joy. We become entangled in a web of responsibilities, commitments, and expectations, leaving little room for the light-hearted, spontaneous laughter that used to fill our childhood days. But tucked away inside each one of us, there's an inner child. This isn't some whimsical concept, but a real fundamental part of our being. It represents our innate sense of playfulness, our unspoiled innocence, and our profound vulnerability. Our inner child remembers the thrill of running barefoot through the grass, the magic of a bedtime story, and the sheer delight of a surprise treat. These experiences, these feelings, they're not lost. They're merely forgotten, waiting to be rediscovered and embraced. So, let's take a journey together, a journey to reconnect with our inner child. Remember, your inner child is waiting for you to reach out and embrace it. Before we continue with the rest of the video, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel to show your support. It is greatly appreciated and helps for our channel to reach a larger audience that is in need of this content. Have you ever wondered why we tend to neglect or ignore our inner child? In our journey through life, we are often swayed by societal pressures and expectations. We are expected to behave in a certain way, to conform to certain standards, and to fit into a particular mold. As we grow older, the world around us seems to demand seriousness and maturity from us, often at the expense of our playful, childlike sides. As children, we are naturally curious, imaginative, and playful. However, as we transition into adulthood, these qualities are often deemed inappropriate or immature. We are taught to suppress our inner child, to hide our playful side, to stifle our natural curiosity, and to conform to societal norms and expectations. Psychologists and experts in the field of personal growth and development argue that this suppression of our inner child can be detrimental to our overall well-being. Dr. Lucia Capacchione, a noted art therapist and author, believes that the inner child is the source of a person's vitality and creativity. By suppressing this part of ourselves, we are essentially stifling our own creativity and vitality. The fear of being judged or seen as immature often drives us to deny our inner child. We fear that embracing our playful side will make us appear less serious, less mature, and less capable in the eyes of others. This fear of judgment can be incredibly powerful, often leading us to neglect our inner child and to suppress our natural instincts and desires. However, it's important to remember that our inner child is an integral part of who we are. It represents our capacity for joy, playfulness, curiosity, and creativity. Suppressing this part of ourselves can lead to a lack of fulfillment, joy, and creativity in our lives. In the words of the renowned psychologist Carl Jung, the creation of something new is not accomplished by the intellect, but by the play instinct. Our inner child is the source of this play instinct, and it is through embracing this part of ourselves that we can truly grow and evolve. The key is not to suppress this part of ourselves, but to nurture and embrace it. Let's hear a story about Anna, a successful lawyer who learned to embrace her inner child. Anna was a high-flying attorney, always striving for perfection. Her life revolved around briefs, courtrooms, and late-night work. She was successful, yes, but something was amiss. She felt a void, an unexplained emptiness that she couldn't quite put her finger on. Anna was all work and no play. She had forgotten the joy of laughter, the thrill of adventure, the beauty of imagination. Her inner child had been neglected and ignored, tucked away in the pursuit of worldly accomplishments. And it was taking a toll on her. The stress was mounting, her smile was fading, and her spirit was dimming. She felt like a hollow shell, devoid of the vitality and passion that once defined her. One day, Anna stumbled upon an article about the power of reconnecting with one's inner child. Intrigued, she decided to give it a shot. She started by doing simple things she loved as a child, playing with her dog, painting, dancing, even climbing trees. It felt silly at first, but then something magical happened. She started feeling lighter, happier, more alive. She realized how much she had been missing out on by ignoring her childlike desires. She discovered that her inner child was her source of joy, creativity, and spontaneity. And as she embraced it, she experienced transformational changes. Her stress levels decreased, her relationships improved, and she found a new sense of purpose. Anna's life was no longer defined by her profession alone. She was not just a lawyer, but a playful, imaginative, joyful being. She learned to balance work with play, seriousness with laughter, and responsibilities with adventures. And the most beautiful part? She fell in love with life all over again. She found a renewed passion, not just for her work, but for everything she did. She learned that success was not just about achievements, but about enjoying the journey, cherishing the moments, and living life to the fullest. Anna's story shows us that embracing our inner child can lead to a happier, more balanced life. Now let's move on to John, a dedicated father who discovered the joy of seeing the world through his inner child's eyes. John was a hard-working man who was always on the go. His days were filled with meetings, paperwork, and adult responsibilities. Although John was financially stable and could provide for his family, he could feel his life becoming monotonous, and he felt disconnected from his two young children. Oftentimes, he would find himself angry with their boisterous laughter, scolding them for running too loud or being too flamboyant in their choices, such as what clothes they wore or what they wanted to be when they grow up. One evening, he found himself watching his children play with their toys. He observed their imagination running wild, their laughter filling the room, their joy in the simplest of things. It was then that he realized what was missing, the childlike joy and wonder that he had somehow lost in the grind of adulthood. John came to two realizations that day. He realized that the loss of his inner child caused him to resent his own children, and also that his children should have the privilege to be playful, imaginative, and whimsical, without the fear of being judged. John decided to make a change. He started spending more time playing with his children, indulging in their games, and even joining their imaginary tea parties. He found himself laughing more, worrying less. He was learning to see the world through his children's eyes, a world filled with boundless joy and endless possibilities. As he began to embrace his inner child, John noticed a shift. His relationship with his children improved significantly. They were more open, more connected. The laughter in their home was louder, the smiles brighter. John was not just their father now, he was also their friend, their playmate. John also noticed a change in himself. He was happier, more relaxed. His inner child was helping him enjoy the present moment, to find joy in the mundane. It was teaching him to be more patient, more empathetic. John's journey was not easy. There were days when he stumbled, days when he questioned his decision, but he persisted. He knew that his inner child was not a sign of immaturity, but a source of joy, creativity, and emotional openness. John's story is not unique. Many of us have lost touch with our inner child in the pursuit of adulthood, but it's never too late to reconnect. Our inner child is always there, waiting to be rediscovered, waiting to bring more joy and wonder into our lives. John's story demonstrates that our inner child can help us find joy in everyday life and deepen our connections with others. So what are the benefits of embracing your inner child? Well, the first and most obvious benefit is a surge in joy and vitality. Life can often feel like a never-ending treadmill of responsibilities and tasks. However, by embracing the innocent, playful part of yourself, you can inject a dose of lightheartedness into the humdrum of the everyday. It's like stepping into a vibrant world where every moment is ripe with potential for fun and wonder. Imagine feeling the thrill of seeing your first snowfall every day. This newfound zest for life can also lead to improved relationships. When we let our inner child shine, we become more authentic, open, and emotionally available. This can strengthen bonds with loved ones, as we are no longer holding back parts of ourselves. It's akin to peeling off a protective layer, revealing a more genuine, approachable version of you. Moreover, embracing your inner child can help balance work and play. In our adult lives, we often prioritize work, forgetting that play is just as essential for our well-being. American psychologist Stuart Brown supports this, stating that play is not just joyful and energizing, it's deeply involved with human development and intelligence. When we allow ourselves to play, we tap into a source of relaxation and creativity that can enhance our problem-solving skills and productivity. Lastly, by acknowledging and honoring our inner child, we create space for healing. Many of us carry wounds from childhood that may still impact us. By reconnecting with our younger selves, we can address these issues and foster self-compassion. It's like extending a hand to a younger version of yourself, saying, "I see you, I understand you, and I'm here for you." In essence, embracing your inner child is about allowing yourself to experience life through the lens of curiosity, joy, and wonder. It's about breaking free from the constraints of adulthood and dancing in the delightful unpredictability of life. Embracing your inner child can truly transform your life, bringing you greater joy, authenticity, and balance. In conclusion, your inner child is a vital part of who you are. This core essence, this childlike wonder and delight, is not something to be cast aside or neglected. It's the part of you that still marvels at the beauty of a sunset, that still delights in the simple joy of a well-told story. It's the part of you that yearns for play, for fun, for laughter. Ignoring this inner child can lead to a life that feels hollow, monotonous, devoid of true joy. It's like trying to paint a masterpiece with only shades of grey. It's possible, but wouldn't it be so much more vibrant with a full spectrum of colours? By embracing your inner child, you invite a level of joy, creativity, and spontaneity into your life that can transform your everyday experiences. You make room for growth, for curiosity, for wonder. So when was the last time you did something purely for fun? Maybe it's time to let your inner child out to play. Leave a comment below to show how this has helped you in your journey of becoming a healthier version of yourself. Hit the notification bell to be notified when there is a new video, and check out more videos from this channel that will aid in your journey of self-awakening. Until next time, live, love, and learn.